Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Delightful Creations. I'm Amber. I'm so excited you're here today. On my channel on Fridays, I do Focus Friday, and we are going to spend a little bit of time reading God's wonderful word for our lives. And then I have a fun little project we're going to create afterwards. So last week I talked about a devotional, and I did fill out the devotion sheet with you here on camera. And I was trying to find a sense of balance and peace, and that has carried on through this week. It has been a very chaotic week, very busy. We had a couple of birthday parties, and then my son now has an ear infection. So I didn't get to post a video. Like I said, I was going to post a video, which I didn't even realize I didn't post the first video. So you'll see that go up on Sunday, and it's going to be the beginning of the crafty project. And then I'm not sure if I'll post again next week of the actual project. I may not. We'll see how we go. And next week is the last week of summer, and then my boys go back to school. So we're in the rush. We're in the finish line of summer, and I've still got to prepare and get all the school supplies and all the things, open houses and all of that goes along with school beginning. So anyways, back to the Bible. Take a breath. Okay. We are going to learn and read more about peace. I'm going to hop on over into John in the New Testament, the book of John. It is talking about Jesus, and he is preparing his disciples, and he's saying, hey guys, I'm going to give you a gift. I'm going to give you a helper. I'm going to send you the Holy Spirit when I am gone. He's going to be with you when I am no longer here. And in chapter 14, verse 27 is what he says. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give unto you. Not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. Jesus' peace, it surpasses all understanding. There's no way to understand that sense of peace. You get that peace by receiving Jesus and God and allowing your faith and trust to build a relationship so that you can receive the wonderful blessings and truth that comes from him. And I claim that for my life today. I claim that I will have that peace, the peace that comes from Jesus alone, that my heart and your heart today will not be troubled. You will not worry. You will not be bothered, and you will not be afraid, because all of those are not from Jesus. They are not fruit of the Spirit. They are not something he wants us to dwell upon. He doesn't want us to allow those things to affect our daily life. So that's what we're going to think about today. And because I'm using the word peace today, I have the little children's Sunday school song. I looked it up before I went ahead and filmed this video. And it says, I've got peace like a river in my soul. And it sings it 3 times. And then it goes on and it says, I've got joy like a fountain. And I've got love like an ocean. Those two are actually reversed. So it goes love. So peace, love, and joy. And I've got all of that in my soul because of Jesus. All right, so here's my boring piece of paper. Isn't it beautiful? I wanted to make a masterboard. I don't know exactly what I want to do. I don't have a plan in mind. I have this Bo Bunny botanical journal collection, and I've also got this other Bo Bunny paper of family heirlooms. And I thought we would just kind of have a mix and match. And I just want to do a quick kind of a masterboard session. That's it. I don't have a journal. I don't have anything else going on. So I watched Nicole from Relax Cut Glue. I really enjoy her channel. And she puts her paper this way. I tend to put mine this way. So I'm going to follow suit with her. I'm going to go like this. I'm not sure how many. Let me see if I can move you up a little bit. I'm not sure how many pages she selected out of hers, but hers were 6 by 6, and she uses scraps is all she does. So I just want to make a pretty masterboard. That's it. And I'm going to choose, we'll just say 6 pages, maybe 3 from each pack. And I'm going to try to pick ones that don't have direction. So like maybe this pretty green paper. Oops, I was trying to not rip that off. That's all right. Use that somewhere. Okay, we got pretty green, and I really like that. I really like that yellow. but I wanted more of an interesting pattern. This might be really hard to not have direction. I think I'm just going to have to go with having some direction because I really want to use these flowers. So we'll go ahead and use these flowers, and they might be on there. Ooh, actually, let's use this collage page because that is absolutely basically what we're going to be making. It's a big giant collage, masterboard collage, whatever you want to call it, but with the very limited paper selection. Okay, and I think I really do want one more. Ooh, I like that one. I like that one because it's got a lot of green in it. I'm just hesitating. Let me pick two from here and then come back to that one, I think, is what I want to do. Ooh, yeah, see, these are more rich, more deeper tones. Ooh, I like that pink one. Okay, maybe I'll choose that pink one for my solid. Oh, that's too bold. Let's actually use this. Ooh, I don't know. Because I'm thinking, when else am I going to use that? And I definitely don't like the polka dots for this. Yeah, I think let's use... Oh, here's just a fun little scrap. Here, we'll throw the cameras in there since that's a scrap. Let's use that crazy, yeah, striped pattern. Because I don't know when else I'm going to use this page, let's be honest. Okay, so I've got that. And then I don't really want the scissors. Not feeling the scissors. I think let's use that pretty pink page. Should we use the pink page? Or you like the dressmakers as well? Okay, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. Let's just get some pages here. Sorry, this was supposed to be kind of quick. And on Nicole's channel, all she does is she cuts her squares down into different sizes. Some are squares, some are rectangles, and some are long strips. And then she glues them all on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And come back into here. Yeah, I think I do want this nice, really pretty, rich yellow page. Kind of just summery and kind of a mixture of, you could almost use this for fall. And I think these papers will look really good together because it's got the same tones in there. Okay, there we go. And then I have this bonus piece. So let's start with that. And if I need to pull in another page or two, I will. So let's go ahead. And she makes hers all whole numbers, just so that she has something fun to play with. So her biggest piece was 3 inches. So I'll do a 3-inch there. And then I've got this cool leftover piece here that is also 3 inches. I'm going to make it 2 inches. And then I'll have a 1-inch strip. And you can continue to cut those down. I probably won't use all of these all at once. So here's another 1-inch strip. And then I'll do a 2-inch. And I'll cut this one down. We'll go 4 inches. So I've got some different shapes taking place. So fun. So fun. On this one, I'm going to actually cut the top off and do 3 inches. And I'll take off a 2-inch square. Actually, we'll do a 3x3 square. We'll see what that does. I'll have 2 3x3s, but I'll cut this one down to 2 inches, and then I'll have a 1-inch little strip. Ooh, so fun. Oh my gosh. So anyways, yeah, I've just been enjoying my summer as much as I can. I've been busy, just like everybody else, I'm sure, out there. And just really struggling with finding that sense of balance and peace and joy and all of the things. And so I thought, well, let's piece together our page to represent being whole and using pieces, a play on words there, a play on words to, I don't know why I cut that one multiple times, I just did, to help us achieve that. That'll be a great demonstration. And then I can perhaps then use this in a journal at some point, or we can cut it up and turn it into tags or journal cards, or maybe leave it whole. I don't know. Gosh, I just don't know. I'm going to do a 2-inch off of that one. It's going to look super cute. Looks like a journal card already, doesn't it? Okay, and then let's give us one more on this one. I'll do another 2-inch. Actually, I'm going to go the other way. So I have a little bit more text in my background here. Okay. And our final piece is this really pretty green. I love this green. It's just making me happy. The yard out there is so green and so pretty. And then let's go 2 inches here. Okay, perfect. And then I have all these left over if I still need pages or if I want something different. Now, let me grab my little glue book here. Up to the side. Come on. And we're just going to glue these pages down. I was going to use my glue stick here. That's what she uses. I'm just going to go for it. The only thing that she says that she tries to pay attention to is the sizes, that she doesn't put the same, like this piece and then another piece that's the same width going the same direction right next to each other. It's going to look kind of like franken paper, a patchwork quilt, if you will. Yeah. And then anything that you don't like at the end, you can cover up with a die cut or a doily, or, you know, this is just a background. And since I chose it from 2 different paper pads that are both Bow Bunny, my papers should go together really, really well. I'm going to grab my smusher here so I get good adhesion to that. See, like that, I wouldn't want another big strip there, right? Okay, let's grab, maybe I want this one. And then the fun bit begins having to fill it in like that. So that for me is the hard part. So maybe I'll put this one down here. Yeah, I like that. And yeah, I've just been busy. So I hope you guys will enjoy watching this. Kind of just relaxing. I have not really done much else as far as crafting goes, and I think this is a good way, a good practice, a good skill to like wake up your creative juices and get back in the flow of things. You know, I do miss sitting down here. I do miss being down here, and I'm antsy for the kids to go back to school so that I can begin again, is what I feel like. So I can begin again to, I know I said don't do that. This one's, it's not quite the same. Interesting. I must have cut it a little off, didn't I? I think let's go with a longer piece. Do I have a longer piece? I don't know if I have a longer piece. Maybe this one. But I don't want that green next to it. Okay, now we're getting picky. Now we're just getting picky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to mark this. Do I have this in a 1-inch strip? No, I don't. How about this one? It's just going to end up looking like a big 1-inch strip, though. It doesn't really matter. Okay, don't focus on that. I'm just going to glue here this one time. Anyhow, putting my pieces together and making a beautiful end piece, masterboard, masterpiece, I think is exactly what I need to be doing. Just playing with glue and paper. Really simple. Really simple, you guys. And if you don't want to do a full, this is a full 8.5 by 11 sheet, you can just do it on maybe like a 4x6 card and make multiples to get you in the zone. Okay, now I want some of that beautiful yellow. And she also says that obviously the smaller pieces you have, the more the more scraps you're going to have to use to fill it in. Okay. Now I've got this look here where I'm going to have these 3 strips across the top, but there's nothing I can do about that. That's just what we're sitting with right now. I've got to find one that's long enough to go all the way. Okay, that one looks like it'll work. What I said don't do, I end up doing. That's all right. Because eventually they're all going to be glued down together. And so I'm going to have a little bit of an edge here, which might actually be perfect because I've got this little bitty bit here from the strip, the branding strip. I can think of the darn word. The branding strip. So I'm going to throw that on there, even though it's not originally going to be in my design anywhere. It'll add an extra bit, an element of interest. And you can do sewing. You can do so much with these. I have a book upstairs that I do collage work in, which I haven't done for quite some time now. But I have done many, many pages in it. And this is the same type, and they're all the same size. I've just never done it with an actual paper pad where it has definite cohesion. The colors work together, the patterns, the total vibe. Total Bo Bunny vibe, man. We're getting it today. Okay. And what do we want next? What do we want next? How about, I'm thinking I want more of this. Oh, no, my session ended. I don't know what happened. Hold on. Let's see here. Oh, it closed. Well, hopefully we're still recording. I don't know what's going on. And she also says, Nicole says that she tries not to overlap her pieces because then you get that bulk, and the bulk is not fun. I know what she's talking about. So I'm going to do my best to not overlap these and also not take 100 years to get through here. But yeah, peace. I want to have peace like a river. I want it to flow. I want it to be continuous. I want it to be never ending in my soul. And just saying that and just reminding myself of that is a big deal. It's helping me to just soak in the moment and just breathe and relax and just be. Yes, and just be. Let's see here. Kind of want some more green, I think, over here. Let's see. Those two are the same. And so if I go like that, then I'm going to have a fatter piece there. Let's just do it. Like I said, it won't matter at the end. Let's just get the pieces down. Let's just build this masterboard. Build this fun background. It's just a background. You don't have to worry about what the end result will look like. It'll all be beautiful and it will absolutely work together. I know it will. I have trust and I have faith, and I'm just going to believe it's going to all work out. Right here in the middle, kind of thinking pink, but I don't want the same size of pink. I might have to cut another pink down. Will this one fit? Oh yes, awesome, perfect. We'll use that one. Yep. I'm sorry, I don't have much filler today as far as talking and content, but yeah, just really thinking about peace and balance, and finding that in Jesus has been awesome. It's just been awesome. That's what I can say. I want some more stripes. These stripes are fun, but I don't want the same stripes, but this won't fit here. This bit here is wonky donkey now. I'm gonna have to cover up. I'm gonna have to cover up some of that pan there. That's all there is to it. So I'll just grab my glue stick here and try to get it right about what I think is going to fit on this page. It's just not gonna work. Even though I cut them in whole numbers, I thought, oh, this will be easy. I don't know. She made it look like it's really easy to do this without having to mess around too much by cutting the pages down. Definitely need more yellow and more of the camera. I can put that whole strip there of the camera. And I don't know if I want this much yellow. I do like it. Maybe down here. It's feeling very... Then I would have to have 2 strips there if I did that. And then here would have to have another strip. If I put this one here, let's just make a quick plan. I should be able to fit in another, yeah, smaller piece. Okay. And then a smaller one here. We can have 2 strips here. So let's glue this one to the edge because there's nice big strip of these cameras. We're taking a snapshot. We're taking bits and pieces of our lives, of our day, of our struggles, of whatever we're thinking about while we're gluing these down on this paper. And we're going to make it be beautiful in the end. That's really what I'm just thinking about right now. And focusing my attention on. There you go. I did order some more glue sticks, so I'm happy. I should be set for a while. I think I have 6 glue sticks. That makes me happy. I gotta get antsy when I end up with only 2. I don't know. I just 2 is not enough. Like when I know that I'm opening up the 3rd one and I've got 2 left, I'm like, yep. And I buy them in a pack of 4, which is silly because, you know, once you use half the pack, you gotta buy more. And what kind of other strip do we want over here? It'd be nice to have something like this there, but it's right there. Maybe I'll put this one down here. Do we like that? Do we like that? I don't know, but I'm going to put this one here to fill in this little spot. Oh, that's funny. All these stripes are going vertical. I needed to put some horizontal. Well, you know, that's all right. That's okay. We can deal with that. And then I can put a little tiny strip here on the edge, which I'm looking at what I have left. I'm not seeing something that I would want on the edge. I don't want pink there again. So perhaps I need another longer strip, don't I? What do we got? I think I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I need another paper because I don't want this long yellow one here, and I don't really want any more stripes, and those are the only 2 besides this pink, which would be great, but it only goes up so far. And this is the one that's the wrong size. Somehow I cut that the wrong width. Anyhow. Okay. Let's see, is there any scraps? I like to put the scraps on the top of the page here, I think. Let's just use a little bit of this. I'm just feeling it. A little bit of these florals. And that'll just be my little accent piece. So I'll just cut that out here. I'm going to grab a 2-inch strip of this. Woo, nope, I'm not. I'm going to go 3 inches. Just so I don't have to whack any of those flowers off straight away. Okay. And then I can come over here and turn it around and play with where I'm going to be cutting. All right, so I'm okay with that there. Okay. I've got this really pretty 2-inch piece. Now, where do I want it? Those 2 are the same. Yeah. I said don't worry about it, and then I get a little bit worried about it. Anyways, just enjoy yourself. Enjoy your time. Sorry this video is maybe not all that exciting, but maybe you're enjoying your quiet time, your coffee, and you're just watching me glue. I could speed it up, I suppose, but that requires more editing than I've got time for at the moment. I think I am just going to go ahead and cut another little long strip, and I think let's go with pink. Let's add some more of that beautiful pink in here. And so I believe that would be about a 1-inch piece. So get right on that 1-inch mark there. Okay, there we go. Lovely. Yes. My son likes that book. Could I have a hug? And at the very end, it's a hedgehog, and he finally gets a hug, and he gets a hug from a snake. And the snake wants a kiss, and nobody will kiss him. And so at the end he says, "Isn't this lovely? Yes, how about this?" And I think of that when I say lovely now, because we just read that book a little while ago. A couple days ago, I think. Okay. I'm liking it, I'm liking it, I'm liking it. I want either more flowers, maybe I want some more green. Now I'm going to have all these funky pieces left over, aren't I? I want some camera, I think, over here. Now I'm struggling with filling in these tiny gaps. Yep. I don't want green there. Yeah, let's add a little small piece of a camera going that way. So I'm going to give myself a 2-inch square. That's not going to work. Then I've got that weird bit there. Nope, that's not going to work, is it? Surely not. Let's just glue it on anyways. Okay. Try not to be picky. There we go. I hope this is still recording because the thing shut off next to me, so I don't know. I've got a few more spots here. I tried to be methodical about just kind of going in a row, but as you saw, that's what we ended up with. Now, I know this will fit there, but that's the wrong size, isn't it? Need a 1-inch strip. I need a 1-inch strip, and I'm going to make it out of this bit here. I'm going to have to trim it down to make it fit in there, but it has really interesting textures on there. And I want it to go this way. A little bit of what looks like to be a doily. And I'm going to try to cut straight right there. Hopefully that's good. You could do this with just a bunch of scraps or book pages. And just make a really pretty masterboard collage. Okay, now, do I want more camera? What's it need? It needs more green. I feel like I just need a chunk of green here. So let me get a chunk. That looks like maybe it's probably 2 inches. Yeah, that is a 2-inch piece. Okay, let's do it. I think at this point it's getting easier just to kind of glue my paper. Oop, my watch is saying, stand up, you need to exercise. Yeah, I'll get to it. Okay. It's not exact, but it will work. Ooh, isn't this fun? Love it. Wasn't sure about those stripes, but I think having that crazy pattern and just little bits and little bursts is really cute. I think it's cute now. I didn't like it so much before. Okay. I maybe want a little bit more yellow over here, even though it's there. Yeah, I think I do. And then I think this piece down here, is about the perfect distance there. And then maybe we want a camera. Oh, wow. That's so cool. I wish it was a little longer. Maybe this one. I've got to piece the end pieces together now. Okay, then a strip here. We could go with another green. Oh, it fits perfect. And then just a little bit here if I had a little longer piece, which could be stripes, right? We could do the stripes again, because I wouldn't want that one or this one. Maybe I'll put this one here. Okay, let me glue this camera down. I really want to use all the camera. Well, I have one more tiny piece of camera there left. Okay. Yeah, just go for it. Yep, I'm just going to go for it. Just going to go for it. Yeah. Ooh, this was fun. I had fun today. I hope you guys had fun watching and playing along. You'll get to see what we do with this next time. If I continue to play with it, that is, hopefully. There we go. Because I'd like to finish it, but I don't want to take any more of your time up today since I don't have anything else to to say or add or be. I really haven't had time to watch any YouTube. It's just not, it's not happening right now in my life. I don't got time for that. I don't got any time for YouTube, for watching other people's videos and I miss it. I don't want that right there. I think I want it over here. Nope, I need pink. I'm feeling like it needs that pink. And I took the pink spot away. Yep, I took that pink spot away. Alright, let me cut a 1-inch piece off of this one. I think it'll go all the way. I'm going to actually cut the bit that has the rose there. Okay, now we're being picky. You can be picky in your craft room. It's where you get to decide. You get to create your own beautiful world. Your own creation. I've been watching a little bit of YouTube, but not near as much as I was before. I mean, it's become difficult to finish a 20-minute video, I'll tell you what. All right, there we go. All right, one last piece. I'm looking at it, and I do not want the stripes. Nope, it has to be a solid. It needs to be green. Will this one just fit? Oh, wow. Awesome. I'm going to put this one here, even though it's the tiniest bit too small lengthwise for fitting here. I don't even know if I'm in frame. I'm sorry, you guys. I really hope that you found some joy and peace and inspiration here on my channel today, and that you can go and have a wonderful rest of your day, your weekend, whatever you're doing today, and reflect on that and know that you are so loved today. And I appreciate each and every one of you stopping by my channel. Like I said, I'll have another video go up Sunday about the project that I was so excited to share. I didn't realize I hadn't released that video. So that'll go up on Sunday. And look at that beautiful little masterboard, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. God bless you. We'll see you in next week's video.